The worst thing about being beheaded is that you look really dumb right after. That's the worst part. They go like that, and you're like, just that's fucking dopey. I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part. They gotta go like this. It's not as cool. So just shave the top of your head and you won't have to worry about it. So that's the first reason.
This is a good 5 minutes after, and now he's getting to the second reason.
Now he's getting to the second
Not only is it 5 minutes after, but he's done a whole different bit within that about suicide and
then a sub bit
life.
on beheading.
Yes, sub bit on beheaded. Right.
Squeezed in there as well.
Right, and still has his place to get back to the. And this is something that Cosby was famous for too, like doing these long bits to the point where you forgot his original story, and then he ties it back in. You know what I mean? So it's brilliant
And he goes so long that he has to actually restate it. That's the first reason I think women should be allowed to kill babies. So he has to restate the setup again because it's gone too far.
It's gone super far. Yeah.
We're like, we're in beheadings now? Right. And then you have to shave your head to be beheaded? Or like, what is he doing?
It's almost like we went through this journey and then we warped back, and like a video game where you start at the front again. You know what I mean? It's really brilliant.
And when you can imagine him developing this joke, the way that he works out material, he has the idea and then he riffs about it on stage and sees where it goes. And sometimes I imagine these premises go into these other strange places. Like he just went underground now with the beheading bit, and it worked for him. And he said, let me just keep it in the thing.
It feels like, even though it's just him talking, it's very similar to like when, especially comics, but anyone, when you're at like a coffee shop or you're hanging out with friends, and then like the nature of conversation is you kind of cut each other off, new ideas are brought into it, and it's fun. And then oftentimes you go off on these tangents and you never get back to the original thing. And
especially if you're stoned.
Yeah, right. So here's this like almost, it flows like a coffee shop conversation. ISIS, beheading, killing yourself, tearing car. But the discipline and what doesn't happen in most coffee shop conversations is, oh yeah, we're gonna come back. You know what I mean? And what's brilliant, like I do have those kind of friends. I can be that friend who like will just like, I'm just hell bent on finishing the story that I started. Mm-hmm. No matter how many times you interrupt me, you say all those other things.
Yeah.
20 minutes later, I'm like, anyway. And that's what this feels like, and it's brilliant because this is how real conversations flow. So he's kind of captured that.